Well, staying in the region, Ghana's February inflation is down to 14.23%, lower than previous year-on-year average of 14.95% in January 2010. Declining inflation expectations led to the central bank reducing interest rates by 200 basis points in February. For more on the details, we are joined on the line from Accra by Kwabena Osei Boeteng, analyst at IC Securities. Kwabena, thank you so much for joining us. Firstly, take us through why the inflation rate has dropped.
Thank you for having me. We see really three main reasons why the inflation rates have gone down. The first is the stabilization of the currency. So what you would have seen is that the Ghana cedi has really held its value against the US dollar over the last few months. The second is the effect of lower oil and food prices globally. Now, one must understand that the Ghanaian economy is a net import economy, and therefore, when there are stable oil and food prices globally, that has a positive effect on our economy locally. And the third really is a benign monetary policy environment, which has also helped with the decline in inflation over the term.
And why is the currency stable currently?
The currency is stable for a number of reasons. The first is really a sentiment reason. Many of your viewers may know that Ghana is expecting first oil later this year. And with first oil, Ghana will become an oil exporter, and therefore there will be many more dollars in our system, as it were. And for that reason, there's quite a bit of flow. And that has contributed to a stabilization of the economy. Now, a stabilization of the currency. Secondly, really is sort of the effects of some of the benefits from some of the leading DFIs, including the IMF, and those things again have supported our currency.
Do you expect this positive sentiment towards the currency to be sustained?
We do, actually. As I say, given the contributors to the stabilization of the currency, we expect it to maintain in the medium term.
Okay,
I think that the currency may depreciate somewhat, but it will be at a much slower rate.
All right, going back to inflation, what is the government's target?
The government's target for the end of the year is between 7 and 11%. As a firm, we think that there's no reason why the government shouldn't achieve those targets, given the information that we have today.
And what are the fiscal disciplines of the country?
Currently, we see them as being as moving in a positive direction. So the government has put a number of things in place over the last sort of 18 months to stabilize the economy, and we see that those things will continue to maintain the fiscal discipline and help us in a positive direction.
Kwabena, are you positive about Ghana's inflation going forward?
I am actually very positive. Personally and as a firm, we continue to be very positive on the country and on inflation. I think that if the government maintains its fiscal and monetary policy stances, the stances that it has held over the last 18 or so months, then there's no reason why we shouldn't all be positive on the economy going forward.